tanto jugando suelto como en competición. Tanto si se trata de un rápido 9 hoyos o de un gran 36. Tanto si juegas bajo presión o arrasando, siempre das lo mejor de ti. Nuevo fuel de FootJoy.
Awesome. Here with Gina Kim, who sits at 7 under through 2 days here at the Cognizant Founders Cup. Been playing good. Had 4 birdies, 2 bogeys on the card, maybe 1 bogey on the card today. But how'd you feel like you played out there?
I felt like I played pretty stable. My shots were great. I put myself in the right positions, and I didn't make as many putts I'd like to, but overall it was just really consistent. So I'm looking forward to finally making it to the weekend to see how many more birdies I can get out there. So it feels great.
So first weekend you'll be playing of your rookie career?
Yes, yeah. I haven't been doing well for the past 3 tournaments, and I've been trying to just be nice to myself, be patient with myself, and hopefully things will work the right way, and I think this week might be it. So,
well, I mean, it's definitely going to be it. Going to make your first cut for sure. How excited are you just to play the weekend?
I'm so excited. Honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it into this tournament at first. I was one of the last people to get in, so just being able to get to the weekend and hopefully play with some of my idols, it just feels amazing, surreal.
You're a player that has been around the block, and obviously had a really good college career at Duke. Kind of was a standout. I mean, how do you manage expectations when you come out to the LPGA tour and you're like, I've had all the success, but I got to make sure I know, like, I'm doing a whole different thing.
Yeah, I think it was those expectations that kind of stood in my way a little bit at the beginning, and I just think understanding that this is a new level of golf. Everyone here is talented, and every week is going to be different. So just being able to have that kind of calm mentality and just accept what comes and just let go of the bad shots, I think it's really helped me for the past 2 rounds.
Steve?
Gina, walk us through the learning curve of a rookie out here and how you go from that first week with not even knowing how to book a hotel to where you are today.
Yeah, I realized how spoiled I was in college. That's a huge part of it. So from booking hotels, booking flights, a lot of the stuff that's off the course, I think that's really what kind of caused a lot of my stress. But just being able to find my own routine, like you mentioned, going through that learning curve, I think I'm slowly starting to find my rhythm, and it's showing up in my golf game and the mental side of it too. So I think I'm slowly getting there. It's not 100% perfect, but I'm happy to see improvement.
And how do you maintain this positive attitude without putting too much pressure on yourself?
I think after missing the first 3 cuts, I had every reason to be disappointed. But then again, I realized I just turned 22, so there's so much more golf left in my career. I'm wanting to stay here for a really long time. So the number of rounds of golf that's ahead of me, I think that's something I look forward to more than getting down on myself on the past rounds. So just trying to be kind to myself once again and just taking it one shot at a time. I think that's what's really helped me here.
And I know it seems like a million years ago for you, but when you first burst into the scene for us, it was when you won the NCAAs as a freshman, and then you were pretty darn close to winning the U.S. Women's Open. We had you on the podium every day. How are you different now than you were then?
I would say my mentality changed. Obviously, as an amateur, it was more about the experience, just having fun, living out my dream. I'm still living out my dream. It's just it's a totally different ball game when this becomes your job, this becomes your livelihood, and I think I've grown a lot more from that. Those 2 tournaments did confirm to me that I did have the game to be out here. I just think it was more about becoming more mature and understanding the reality of pro golf and the hardship it takes. So I'm really proud of myself for making it this far.
Max?
Gina, how do you think that, leaving college and then coming on to the LPGA, how do you think now that's helped your game? And then, of course, moving forward, how do you think that that's going to help your game?
I think, like I mentioned before, the whole maturing aspect, I think I did a lot of it during college, especially kind of towards my later end of my career, especially last year. I'm really grateful that I went through college and I finished through it. I actually graduated a few days ago, so you know, I'm a huge fan of going through college, finishing it all out, and I think having the support of my teammates and my coaches back home, even when I am struggling out here, it definitely helps a lot. So. And
you know, not playing this year with Duke, is it bittersweet at all that you could have been there and possibly, you know, helped your team into the NCAAs?
Yeah, I definitely thought about it. I've been keeping up with the scores, and it was tough to watch. You know, they all have great skill and talent, and I'm not sure how much of my absence made an effect on the team since I'm not there, but it definitely hurt to watch, and it definitely feels bittersweet. It feels weird a bit, just knowing that, you know, my team's playing somewhere else and I'm kind of on my own journey right now. So.
But like you said, you're living out your dream.
I sure am. I couldn't be any more happier. This is what I've always dreamed of, and that's something I've been constantly reminding myself, even on the bad days. Like, I signed up for this. I wanted to do all of it, the good, the bad. So I'm happy with where I am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been
So you mentioned being a little worried about not getting into this tournament, and with the reshuffle coming up, I'm wondering if you have that on your mind at all.
It definitely is in the back of my mind. I just think I'm just gonna keep trying to stick with my game plan because it's working, obviously. But no, I mean, if I happen to get reshuffled up, great. If not, that's still fine. I think I'm making some great improvement, even without the reshuffle. So, you know, hopefully I can boost myself up, but that's not the main priority here.
And then just last question for me. Emily kind of covered that part of it, but been a big week for you, it sounds like. Graduating from college and then, you know, making the cut, your first cut as a pro. I mean, just assess this, like, these past few days. I mean, what are you feeling right now?
A little overwhelmed, not gonna lie. I had to rush over to graduation after the U.S. Open qualifier, and then right after the after the graduation, I actually had to drive right up, so I didn't even have time to celebrate. So it's been a busy week, but it's been filled with a lot of positive experiences. So I'm just grateful for being where I'm at right now.
Perfect. That was awesome. Thank you.
El nuevo Pro SL no tiene clavos, pero tiene un agarre increíble, con una plancha de carbono adicional para optimizar el retorno de energía y un nuevo y moderno diseño. El zapato original de máximo rendimiento sin clavos tiene algunas ventajas importantes.